WROW in Albany, New York.
Johnny Dollar.
Well, it looks like one of our important clients is in pretty serious trouble.
Oh, who?
I don't know.
You what?
Nope, haven't the least idea.
Well, what kind of trouble?
I don't know.
Oh, now, wait a minute,
Johnny,
Earl.
I don't know who, what, where, when, or why.
But, Earl...
So you'd better come on out here and give me a hand. Somebody better.
Well, now, look here,
According
Earl.
to this timetable, you can get down to New York just about in time to make a 6:30 jet flight.
But unless I know what it's all
I'll
about...
meet your plane at the airport here in L.A.
What? Now, look... huh? Earl? Hello? Okay, baby, you're paying for it.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Tri-State Life and Casualty Insurance Company, Los Angeles office. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the What Goes matter. Expense account item 1, $183.40, cab to Bradley Field, a plane to New York, and one of the jet flights to Los Angeles. The flight was good all the way, and we made the transcontinental part of the trip in a shade under 5 hours, and man, that's traveling. At L.A. International, as I climbed down the steps out of the plane, I could see Earl Pullman waiting for me, over behind the steel fence that separates the main building from the field itself. And then, walking up the long covered ramp along with the other passengers, but I didn't remember having seen this particular man on board.
Sorry, mister.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, very clumsy of me, though, and I apologize for not watching where I... Say, aren't you Mr. Johnny Dollar?
Maybe.
No, tell me. Are you Johnny Dollar?
Well, now, look.
Are you? Please tell me.
Well, yeah, but who are you?
Come on, Mr. Dollar. Come along with me.
Yeah, where and why?
This is hardly the place to talk.
Talk? What about?
Just come along, please.
Hi there, Johnny.
Oh, hi, Earl.
Over here.
Yeah, right. Now, listen, mister, whoever you...
I am clumsy, and I'm afraid my timing's bad.
Just a minute, hey.
Later, Dollar, later.
Yeah, right over here, Johnny. Now, we'll clear your baggage and hop into my car and be on our merry. How are you, boy?
Well, all right, I guess. Yeah, fine, Earl, fine.
Well, you don't look it. What's the matter, Johnny?
Well, I just want to be sure I still have my wallet. I don't get it.
Well, I'm sure I don't.
Coming up the ramp, Earl, the well-known jostle.
Jostle?
Yeah, the old pickpocket's trick. Bump into you so as to divert your attention while he or somebody else lifts your wallet.
Oh?
Nothing's missing, I guess.
Well, maybe whoever it was did just accidentally bump into.
Well, I might believe that if he didn't stop and...
If he didn't what, Johnny? Now, what's all the big mystery?
Well, Earl, I wish I knew. But now what's this big mysterious trouble of yours?
Well, this is hardly the place to talk.
That's what he said.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Anyhow, we'll pick up your luggage, and I'll tell you what I know, or rather, what I don't know on the way in. Oh, yeah, we love it out here, Johnny. Bought ourselves a nice new home out on Bundy Drive in West L.A., actually Brentwood.
Yeah, but what
and
goes
my
with
office
this,
is right nearby Westwood. It's really another section of West L.A.
So tell me what
And,
goes.
of course, Mike said to tell you that she'll expect you to park yourself in our guest room. Unless you have other plans?
Well, it depends. It depends on what it is you've called me out here for.
Well, I really don't know.
Huh?
Johnny, I got this phone call early this afternoon. Now, he wouldn't give me his name, but he swore by all that's good and holy that he's a client of ours.
He?
Said that we wrote his life insurance policy. That was before I came out here, of course, for $333,000.
Oh?
Yes. And he was so sincere and so worried about something that I was sure it wasn't just a gag.
Well,
I guess that's pretty obvious since I wasted no time in calling you and asking you to come all the way out here.
Yeah, well, what else did he tell you?
Cigarette?
No, thanks. I have some of my own.
Oh, here, smoke one of these.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Light? Here you are.
Thanks. But now, what else did he say?
Only that if I didn't send for you immediately, have you come out here and see him, we might very shortly lose him.
You mean he expects to die? I mean, be killed by somebody?
Well, what do you think? And that's all he'd say.
And he wouldn't tell you who he was?
No.
But I wonder why. And if he expects me to go to him...
Or maybe, of course, he plans to contact you some way now that you're here.
Hey, that man back at the...
Huh?
But look, if his life is in danger, something like that, well, what if I hadn't come? Or what if I'd come too late? Now, look, what goes, Earl? It just doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so maybe it was a gag. Maybe I did fall for a gag.
Well, it's not a very likely sort of a gag, and if that man at the airport, I mean, if whoever this client is does know that I've come here...
What?
And yet, if he is in danger, I mean, if he was the man who called you... Wait a minute, the minute he saw you there to meet me, the way he bumped into me again and then got lost in the crowd...
Johnny...
But he didn't take my wallet or anything else that I can think of.
You're not making any sense, you know.
Oh, yeah, I know. But as I said before...
What goes?
Yeah.
More important, what'll you do?
What else? Wait and see what happens.
How are your children going to dress up this Halloween? As clowns, ballet dancers, skeletons, hobos, cowboys? Whatever their costumes may be sure you snap their picture before they go out as well as when they're making their rounds through the neighborhood. But be sure you have lots of Sylvania Blue Dot flashbulbs on hand, because only with Flash can you catch all the fun, color, and excitement of Halloween. Only with Flash, both inside and outdoors, even after dark, can you get all the sharp, clear details. Then, too, flash bulbs work with any film, any time, anywhere, with any camera. Pick up several packs of Sylvania Blue Dot flash bulbs, the world's largest selling brand today. Also, ask your dealer for Sylvania's lavishly illustrated 32-page flash guide book that's yours free with the purchase of just one pack of Blue Dots. But hurry, the big night to howl is next Monday. Have your camera and Sylvania Blue Dot flash bulbs ready and waiting. Now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Earl and his wife, Mike, that's right, Mike, have a mighty nice little house there on Bundy Drive in West Los Angeles. As usual with the Pormans, I felt completely at home, especially after cocktails, conversation, and a late but very good dinner. But I still wondered if I'd come out here on a wild goose chase.
What goes?
Yeah.
Well, now, wait a minute, Johnny. You mean that you think I made all this up just to get you out here to see us?
Well, I wouldn't put it beyond you, either of you.
Well, if he did, he certainly didn't tell me.
Yeah, but if he did, Mike, so help me, I'll hand him an expense account that'll stagger him.
No, really, Johnny, I swear to you. And listen.
Yeah?
If this unknown client of ours actually is in some kind of trouble...
Yeah, well, why didn't he tell you on the phone? And why didn't he give you his name? Why insist that only I get on the job?
I don't know, but now listen.
Oh, I'm listening.
If somebody is out to kill him, well, maybe that man who bumped you out at the airport, who tried to get you to go along with
Until
him...
he spotted you in the crowd when you called to me. But if he's one of your own clients...
Look, I haven't met 1/10 of our clients since I took over the office out here. And besides, what I'm trying to say is that maybe the man you saw out there isn't.
Huh?
Isn't what, dear?
Isn't the one who called me on the phone.
Oh?
What if he's the one who's out to get our client, who somehow knows you've come here to protect him, whose first job, then, will be to get you out of his way?
Oh,
Johnny, if that's true...
Brother, what an imagination.
But, Johnny, it is a possibility.
You too, Mike?
Well, all I have to say is I hope you got a good look at that man out there.
Well, I did.
Because if he is gunning for you,
Oh,
Johnny...
I'll get it. Excuse me.
I'm perfectly serious, Johnny.
Well, don't
Hello?
be.
What?
Who is it?
What?
Huh?
Well, yes. I said yes. Yes, he is on...
Is that for me?
Just hold on a minute.
Well, who is it, Mike?
Well, it's for you, Johnny.
Okay.
But it's the funniest... Like he's trying to disguise his voice.
Johnny Dollar.
You're sure?
What?
That you're really Johnny Dollar? You swear it?
Well, sure, of course I'm sure.
All right. I'll have to chance it.
What?
And listen, please.
Well, now, let's get one thing straight, mister. Are you the man
yes,
at the...
the man who bumped you at the airport. And I'm the one who called Poorman and begged him to have you come out here.
Who are you?
You must promise me that you won't tell him.
Why?
Because he doesn't know me. He doesn't know about me. And if he calls the police...
Well, now, why would he do that?
Because of my connection with the... No, listen, there isn't time.
Oh, wait, look, listen.
I thought that you'd be over here to see me before now.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, you mind telling me how when I haven't the least idea who you are or where you are?
But when I bumped into you out there, Well, you see, I had anticipated that you might be met by someone, that I wouldn't have time to tell you why you... Well, when I bumped you that second time just before leaving you... You mean you haven't looked?
What?
You haven't looked in your...
Hello? Hello?
What is it, Johnny?
Yeah, what
Well,
goes?
this just doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, maybe it does.
Huh?
He didn't hang up that phone. It didn't sound like an ordinary disconnect. If those wires were cut... Yeah.
And you thought I was kidding you. Well, and did he tell you who he is?
Same one who phoned you. Same one I met there at the airport.
I mean his name.
No, he didn't.
Johnny, don't you think we ought to call the police?
That's the one thing he doesn't want. He doesn't want the police in on this whatever it is.
Any ideas, Johnny? I mean, about where to go from here?
Well, how can I when I don't even... give me a cigarette, huh?
Yeah, sure.
No, wait. I have some in the pocket of my top coat.
Oh, here. Smoke these.
Okay, thanks. Hey, Earl.
Yeah?
There's something very wrong here. Because if that phone line was cut... Well, I have a hunch that mysterious client of yours, unless we can somehow get to him first, isn't going to be long for this world.
But how to find out who he is?
Well, look, let's go on down to your office, go through your files on people who carry a lot of life insurance.
There may be hundreds of them, Johnny.
Well, if you do, wear your top coat, Johnny. I'll get it for you.
Yeah,
Joey
sure.
out there tonight.
Thanks. You said $350,000, Earl?
Well, that's what he told me.
Also, in spite of the fact you didn't write the policy, he was apparently afraid you might know him, or at least his name, who he is.
So?
So he was afraid you might call the police. But if he is in danger now... Well, come on, let's get to your office. So we went, and I poured through the files. Finally finished up about 2 in the morning. And there was nearly a dozen of Earl's clients in the $350,000 policy class. And the only way to find out which of them was in danger, needed protection, was to call them up, rouse them out of bed if they were at home, and talk to them. You know something? We could have saved a lot of time, maybe kept a killer from doing his work. If only I'd realized I'd been carrying the clue to our man's identity all the way from the airport. And if only I'd stopped bumming cigarettes from Earl Poorman. Yeah, figure that one out.
Maybe you're about to hit the jackpot. Maybe you're on the point of inheriting $500,000 or finding oil. Chances are, though, that none of these lovely things will happen. Chances are, if you want a bonanza in the future, you'll have to save for it. Now, there are a number of ways to do that. Some people stuff their mattresses, stash their cash behind a loose brick in the fireplace, or slip it under a floorboard. None of these methods make sense because that kind of money isn't making a cent for you. Not only that, it may get lost or stolen. Wouldn't you like your savings to make more money for you? Wouldn't you like to have them theft-proof, loss-proof in every way? Of course you would. And you can the United States Savings Bond way. Through the payroll savings plan where you work or the bond-a-month plan where you bank, $3 will get you 4 on maturity every time. Nicest thing of all, it's literally impossible to lose your money. If Baby tears your bonds into confetti and drops them out the window, you can recover your cash plus interest in United States Savings Bonds. Now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the What Goes matter.
No answer, Johnny?
No, I guess not, Earl. Either the Branfords aren't at home or they're too sleepy to get up.
Branford. J. Morton Branford. Is that who you're trying to call?
Yeah.
I should have remembered. They're always in Florida this time of year.
All right, then that leaves just one more on this list of big policy holders I made up. Let's see.
I was afraid this wouldn't get us anywhere.
Sealiger.
Except to annoy a lot of our rather... What'd you say?
Bernard Seelegger.
Barney Seelegger? Barney the Bum?
Barney the who?
Alias Barney the Butcher, alias Sea Legs Brown, alias half a dozen other things? Let me see that.
You know him, who he is?
That's the one, all right. Johnny, the cops have been trying for months to locate this man.
No kidding.
Yes, in connection with a lot of narcotics running over the Mexican border.
Uh-huh.
So if he's our man wanting protection, just forget him. If somebody's out to knock him off, it'll be the greatest public service. What?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks as though your predecessor handed him insurance for $320,000.
Why, he must have been crazy, insuring a man like that, and for that amount, and look, only about 6 months ago.
Yeah? You'd rather see him dead and let the company pay off?
Well, you're darn right. Well, no, of course not. We've got to find him, Johnny, and somehow we've got to... But how and where?
Wait. Yeah, Lieutenant Spaulding, Jim Spaulding.
What?
He's an old pal of mine, narcotics squad. Here, let me have that phone. By the time they got Jim Spaulding out of bed and put him on through the switchboard, a lot of precious time had been wasted. But that just couldn't be helped.
You're right, Johnny. And listen, Barney Seelegger tried to call me earlier in the day, only I was down near the border.
He tried calling you?
Well, nobody knows it, least of all the regular police. Well, that's the reason he didn't want Earl Poorman to know. We don't dare take a chance on any leaks.
But wait, look...
But Barney is of more help to us in this narcotics racket than any man alive. And if somebody's trying to knock him off... look, did he give you his present address?
No.
Well, then I'll have to dig it up.
Oh, when you do, give it to me, huh?
Yeah, I'll have one of the boys call you back after I'm on my way.
Okay, the number here is... Hello? Oh, just how does he know where to call me back?
I heard all that, Johnny, and if he's swung to the side of the law, it's more important than ever that we... Now, you can give me a cigarette. You've smoked all mine.
Mm-hmm. Side pocket of my top coat there.
Okay.
Now, let me see. Let me see if I can get Lieutenant Spaulding back. Oh, what's the matter?
Well, this card in your pocket with the cigarettes.
Card? What card?
It's the address of some blonde or redhead you plan to call
Yeah,
on.
let me see that.
On Bundy Drive, too. Just half a dozen blocks north of where we live.
Earl, look, don't you see? He told me that when he bumped into me the second time... Don't you see, your pal Barney slipped this into my pocket in case he... 12124 North Bundy Drive. Okay, you call headquarters. Have him tell the lieutenant I'm on my way to this address.
Well, now, Johnny...
In your car. 12124 North Bundy was a small, solid-looking house almost hidden by the remains of a neglected orange grove. There were no lights on, but I went up to the front door and knocked. No answer. And, of course, it was possible that Barney Seelegger had called me from somewhere else. But this was the address he'd been so careful to slip into my pocket. Then I noticed where the power and telephone lines led over to a service box at a rear corner of the house.
Yeah, that's right. No, don't move.
So who's moving?
So I cut the phone line so he couldn't call for help in case he seen what I was... A gun, huh? Thanks. Maybe I can use an extra one. Maybe on you. So, who are you?
Oh, I'm just out for a moonlight stroll. You care to join me?
Wise guy! Just keep them hands up over your head.
Oh, sure.
You a copper?
No.
Huh? I asked you. Oh, maybe you are. Maybe I'll give you the same treatment that Stooley's getting inside there. You want to see? You want to see what you got coming after I'm sure he's dead? And just walk. In front of me. Yeah. To the corner window there.
And he showed me one of the most ingenious and diabolical instruments of murder I've ever seen. In the window was a small, compact air conditioner. But instead of pumping air in through it, he blocked it off, except for a small aperture. And leading to this was a piece of pipe, a pipe connected to a gas line. So instead of taking in air, it was pumping raw gas into that room.
That's right. He's sound asleep. The other window, I seen him take a couple of sleeping pills like he always does when he's scared. When he's dead. I disconnect this line and nobody knows the difference.
No.
No. The air conditioner cleans out the air, and by the time they find that Stooley's dead body, nobody knows how it happened to him. Locked up there inside his own... Oh, no, you don't.
I can try, maybe.
I'll kill you. All right. All right now, mister. You should have known better.
Yeah? Well, you just listen.
Yeah? Because now I'm going to kill you with your own gun. Now!
Dollar. Johnny Dollar.
It's okay, Lieutenant.
Oh, what goes, Johnny? You knew I was coming up here. Why didn't you... Hey, what's this?
Yeah, you better shut off that gas. And hope that your pal Barney in there is still with us. Yeah, Barney was still alive, but barely. Which is more than you can say for his would-be assassin. One of the lieutenant's bullets had caught him square in the head. So, that is that. Expense account total, including incidentals, and the trip home to Hartford, $368.50. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Constipation is something people don't talk about much, but it can be a problem for anyone, even doctors. And when constipation occurs, it's interesting to see just what doctors consider important about a laxative they might use or recommend. Well, a majority of the doctors we heard from had this to say.
A laxative should be effective, gentle, close to natural acting. A medicine that can be used with complete confidence.
Now, X-Lax has been popular with many doctors and millions of people over the years because pleasant-tasting chocolated X-Lax is effective. Overnight, it helps you toward your normal regularity. X-Lax is so gentle, so close to natural acting, there's no upset. That's why many doctors and millions of people use X-Lax with complete confidence. X-Lax, the laxative that helps you toward your normal regularity gently, overnight.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a super salesman selling death. But he's not the only one doing a selling job. You've heard the expression, it takes a crook to catch a crook. Well, I'm afraid that's exactly what gets me into trouble on this one. I mean, on account of in order to catch him, I try a little selling myself. I mean, after all, when the potential customer is a beautiful blonde, who wouldn't? That is, until a killer comes in. Then trouble and nothing else but. So join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Vic Perrin, Forrest Lewis, Frank Gerstle, and Chet Stratton. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is John Wall speaking.
Next, a taut drama of Hollywood homicide as suspense follows on the CBS Radio Network.
WROW in Albany, New York.
Johnny Dollar.
Reed here at Floyd's of England.
Georgie, how are you?
I beg your pardon?
George Reed, Floyd's of England?
Oh, no, Mr. Dollar. No, this is Geoffrey Reed. I'm George's younger brother.
Oh, I didn't know he had one.
Oh, yes, indeed. What's more, I've taken over here, in George's place, so to speak.
What's happened to him?
Well, he's been reassigned to the Home Office, back in London.
Oh, I see.
Yes, well-deserved promotion for him. He'll be in charge of all foreign business out of the Home Office, yes.
That big bum.
Eh? I beg your pardon?
I mean, for running off without telling me, without giving me a chance to throw him a farewell party or something.
Oh, well, you see, it was quite sudden.
Well, it must have been. George and I got to be pretty good friends, you know, over the years. We worked a lot of cases together.
Yes, so he informed me. He also informed me, Mr.
Some of them were
Dollar.
pretty wild, though, I must say, like the insurance on a pair of singing mice, on stolen ambergris from a totally non-existent whale.
He
some
also
pretty
informed me.
wild ones. I mean, you know, policies he never had any business issuing. So he's going back to Old England,
Yes, he also informed me. Yes, just a few days ago. And as I
Son
started...
of a gun, I'll miss the old boy. You know something, Jeffrey?
Please, Mr.
He was
Dollar.
the only insurance man I ever knew who... Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I have interrupted you, haven't I?
He also, George, that is, also informed me that if I were to run into any difficulties that, of an unusual nature,
Yes?
shall we say that shouldn't be called to the attention of the police, that I need never hesitate to call upon you.
Uh-oh. What kind of crazy coverage has that company of yours given this time?
It's a policy George wrote himself.
Oh, then I shudder.
And I dare say you can hardly call this one crazy, Mr. Dollar. That is, when you consider it will require paying out some 100,000 of your American dollars.
On what?
On the life, or I should say the return of a little child.
Return of a... Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about a kidnapping?
Yes, I am.
Well, have you called in the police, the FBI?
No, definitely not.
Why not?
Because the most explicit terms of the policy...
What are you talking about? What's an insurance policy got to do with whether or not you bring in the proper authorities?
Everything, Mr. Dollar.
Don't you understand, Reed, that kidnapping is a federal offense? Listen, give me the names involved. I'll notify the FBI myself.
No, that is the one thing you must not do.
Now, listen to me.
Please, Mr. Dollar, come over here and read the policy. Let me give you the facts of the case. I shall try to have the father over here to see and talk with you. And I think you'll change your mind about calling in the FBI.
Well, that I doubt very much. But okay, Mr. Reed. I'll be there in a few minutes.
The CBS Radio Network brings you Mandel Kramer and the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator...
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Floyd's of England, North American Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Shifty Looker matter. Expense account item 1. $4.30 for the inevitable tank full of gas. I always seem to find it empty when I have to use my car in a hurry. I drove downtown to Reed's office in the Spear Building. Jeffrey looked very much like his brother George, for whom I've handled so many investigations over the years, but he sounded far more British. Also, he seemed to have the knack of getting to the point by the longest possible way around.
He also informed me, Mr. Dollar, that I should keep, shall we say, a rather wary eye on your expense account.
Oh, yes, but...
that it might tend to get somewhat out of hand on occasion.
Well, let's not worry about that just now.
And I know, now that I've taken over this office, I fully appreciate how you may feel about some of the policies George issued during his tenure of office here. And I'm afraid this is one of them.
Well, suppose you tell me what happened.
The fact remains that by virtue of having written some of these, shall we say, rather unusual policies, he was able to build up the company's North American business to a wholly unprecedented extent.
Yes, we know that, Jeffrey, but about this kidnapping...
As a matter of fact, it was his outstanding record here that earned him the privilege of returning to the home office of...
Jeffrey, let's get to the business at hand, shall we?
Oh, yes, of course. Do you mind if I use the typical American familiarity and call you Johnny, as I understand George...
You can call me anything you like if you'll only get to the point.
Very well. And first, Johnny, I must insist that you read the terms of the policy covering the Looker child.
Looker?
Yes, just what it sounds like. Looker. Cynthia Looker. And her father's name is Stephen.
Stephen Looker. Steve Looker.
Why do you say it that way?
I'm not sure, really. Somewhere in the back of my mind... Oh, forget it. Now, what happened?
Well, Mr. Looker and his child have residence at the old Wakefield Towers. He's retired, I understand. At least according to the policy.
Looker.
I beg your pardon?
No, nothing. Go on.
Well, he called me just before I called you. That is, I called you after checking over this policy, as he insists I do.
Yes, well?
It seems that he spent last evening, up to the wee small hours, with some friends, leaving his daughter Cynthia alone in the apartment.
How old is Cynthia?
7.
Go on.
When he returned early this morning, she was gone.
Well, now, that doesn't necessarily mean that she was kidnapped.
Oh, but I'm afraid it does, Johnny.
Was there a ransom note?
A ransom message, rather, on a tape recording device attached to his telephone, demanding $100,000.
I see.
By some coincidence, that is exactly the amount specified in the policy. Now, read it, please.
He insured her specifically against kidnapping?
It provides for immediate payment in cash in unmarked bills of any amount up to and including $100,000 that may be demanded by the kidnappers.
But look here, Jeff.
It also states that under no circumstances are the press, the police, the FBI, or any other recognized law enforcement agency to be brought in until Mr. Looker has had ample opportunity to attempt payment of the ransom, and if possible, achieve return of the child. I told you it was unusual, Johnny.
Unusual? It's highly illegal, too.
Be that as it may, we are bound by its terms.
Well, then why call me in?
Well, fortunately, you are not one of the agencies of the law referred to.
Why under the sun would George ever issue a policy like this?
I told you, Johnny.
Yes, you told me. When was it issued?
Shortly after little Cynthia was born, which happened to be shortly after the Beeler kidnapping and the abduction and subsequent murder of the Hammerthwaite child. As you may remember, the Hammerthwaites refused to pay the ransom.
Yes, I do remember them both.
Well, can you blame Mr. Looker, then, for wanting such protection for Cynthia?
When is the money supposed to be paid? Did he tell you that?
Yes, tonight.
Where and how?
I don't know.
Where is Looker now?
On his way over here.
To pick up the money?
Yes, I have it all ready for him. But now, if he should find you here... Excuse me. Yes?
Mr. Looker is here to see you, Mr. Reed.
Well, just a moment, Sarah. Johnny.
I work here. I'm the one who had to go out and pick up the cash.
Oh, good. Very well, Sarah. Send him in, please.
Yes, sir.
Also, Jeff.
Yes?
I'm the one who's going to try to keep that cash from ever being paid out. The terms of that policy notwithstanding.
Well, now, look, Johnny. Oh, come in, Mr. Looker. Come in.
There was something familiar about Stephen Looker. The more I watched him and listened to him, the more I was sure of it. When Jeffrey Reed introduced me as an associate, he protested that it was a breach of the confidence stipulated in the insurance policy. But of course, it was too late to do anything about it. He simply warned me that if I, or Jeff either for that matter, if we made any attempt to contact the authorities, he'd have our heads, and I think he meant just exactly that.
Because I know about those dirty, rotten kidnappings. I've read all about them, so have you. And you know what happens if you don't do exactly what they say.
Well, don't believe everything you read, Mr. Looker.
It's easy for you to say, Mr. Dollar, is it?
Yes.
Because it isn't your kid, but I don't follow out their orders exactly in every way. They'll kill her. I know they will.
Now, wait a minute.
Wait, nothing. Cynthia's all I got in my life. She's the most wonderful kid alive, the sweetest, the prettiest, the most lovin'est little. She's all I got, don't you understand? and neither you or anybody else is going to let them take her away from me.
Mr. Looker, if you pay off once, don't you know that they'll try it again?
Not on me, they won't. Because I and Cynthia will be far away. You think I'd stay in a place like this, a country like this, after that?
Mr. Looker...
No. No. Don't try. Argue with me. It won't do any good. Just give me the money. Let me pay him off and get her back.
Well, of course, we are faced with the matter of proof.
Proof? What are you talking about?
Proof that she was actually kidnapped.
What more kind of proof you want than this? You said you got a tape machine here in your office, Mr. Reed?
Yes, I have. Right over there.
Then put this on and play it back for this doubting Thompson or whatever he calls himself. Play back this tape recording and he'll see.
Very well, I shall.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Just take me a moment to get it warmed up and ready.
Mr. Looker, why do you have your phone conversations taped?
Why not? Just a habit from the business I was in before I retired.
Oh? What kind of business?
Look, can't you think of anything better to do than ask a lot of silly questions at a time like this?
Well, it's something you'd rather not talk about.
Okay, it was radio and electrical stuff and tape recorders, that sort of thing.
I see.
When my wife died, rest her soul, right after Cynthia was born, and we come here to live in peace, I wasn't working anymore. Well, any reason why I shouldn't rig up a gadget to answer the phone while I was out? And rig it so as it could take down a message for me?
Does it also record conversations when you answer the phone?
Sure, if I wanted to. Why not?
I just wondered. I mean, outside of a business where it might be wise to have orders or contracts or legal commitments recorded.
I said I'm retired.
The only reason I can think of for an individual would be if he expects to be threatened or something and wants a record of it for the police.
Expects?
I mean, suppose he had contacts with people of questionable reputation.
What?
All ready when you are, gentlemen.
Then go ahead and start the tape. You wanted proof, Dollar. Now you'll get it.
All ready?
Right.
Very well.
Hello, this is a recording. Hello. I'm not in right now, but any message you want to leave will be kept on tape for me when I get back. Go right ahead with your message. Well, that's real good. So listen, Mr. Looker. We got your baby, your little Cynthia. She's okay, she's alive and comfortable.
The kidnapper, Johnny.
Now,
Late, Jeff.
you do exactly what we tell you to, you'll get her back again tonight. You don't, you'll never see her alive. Now, all you got to do is this. Get hold of 100 G's unmarked. You get that? Unmarked. And when you turn it over to us, we turn over the kid to you. We'll even let you get a look at her a couple of seconds before you hand us the money so you'll know we're on the level and she's okay.
Well, at least they...
But I want to warn you. Deliver the dough alone and don't try anything funny. If you call on the cops or anybody else, all you'll ever see is a dead body.
They would. They'd kill my little girl.
Wait, Mr.
All you got to do is this. Tonight, Mr. Looker. Tonight. Tomorrow's going to be too late. You put the dough in a regular paper bag, see? And exactly 11 o'clock tonight...
Stop the machine.
Bring it to the...
I'm taking no chances that you or anybody else can interfere.
He does have a point there, Johnny. If anyone interferes...
You bet I got a point.
All right. But, of course, the tape will have to be left here as evidence, Mr. Looker.
After I paid over the money. After I got my Cynthia back, then you can have it. Then if you want somebody to try and chase down these dirty crooks, that's up to you. But not until I get my little girl back.
Well, now, when you do get her back, since we're paying out all this money, you must let me know immediately.
Don't you worry. The second I get her back to the apartment, I'll call you. I'll have her talk to you so you'll be sure.
That's the Wakefield Tower.
That's right.
Good. They have a switchboard there.
What's the difference?
Well, as long as you make the call from there, from your own apartment, there'll be a record of it.
Splendid. And that will suffice for the evidence we'll need before we call in the police.
Okay. I'll do it just like you say. Now, Give me the money, and the both of you better pray a little bit.
As soon as he left us, I took off after him on what proved to be the most unsuccessful tailing job you ever heard of. Within less than 5 minutes, I'd lost him completely. And why? Because he must have known it. He must have been afraid of what might happen to his daughter if somebody else tagged along with him. Or was it? Because it was just about then, a little bell in the back of my head suddenly rang out loud and clear. Steve Looker. Shifty Looker. To make sure, I passed up a couple of red lights to get to the public library before it closed. There in the old newspaper files, I found it. A story from September of 1954, Dateline Chicago. When they rounded up the old Maroney mob and took him to trial, only one man got off without a prison term. The one they called Shifty Looker, alleged to be the man who kept his pals informed about the cops by means of a clever, elaborate radio hookup, who jammed the police radio frequency whenever the gang was pulling a job. He got off the hook because he turned state's evidence, but Maroney, who drew a 7-year stretch, swore he'd get even. And Maroney had also been suspected of kidnapping. By the time I walked out of that library, the bell in the back of my brain was clanging like a fire alarm. Item 2, a dime for a call to police headquarters.
Maroney? Stinky Maroney?
That's right, Lieutenant.
Sure, you had a little organization out in Chicago.
Yes, I know.
Drew a 7-year stretch.
Do you know if he's out?
Well, I can check on it, Johnny. Might take me a couple of hours, though.
Lieutenant, I'll be sitting on your doorstep.
If you ever suffer a touch of arthritis or rheumatism and you've never tried Mentholatum Deep Heating Rub, you can't know how good its deep heating action can make you feel. As you massage it into painful areas, you feel its deep heating action. You know relief is on its way. Mentholatum Deep Heating Rub is an extra strong combination of active ingredients for safe, temporary relief of minor arthritic rheumatic pain. Use greaseless, stainless Mentholatum Deep Heating Rub often.
Well, Lieutenant? Johnny, I've been staring at that teletype machine out there until I can't see straight. Still no word. Come on, boy. Sure you don't want to tell me what this is all about?
Sorry, Lieutenant.
Now, wait a minute. Are you thinking maybe Maroney might have some reason for coming here to Hartford?
I didn't say that.
Now, listen, Johnny, we've known each other too long. If you think that maybe Maroney has some reason for... Oh, now, hold the phone.
What's that supposed to mean?
Do you by any chance just happen to know that one of his ex-pals just happens to be living here now?
No kidding.
That didn't sound very convincing, Johnny.
I don't know why not.
But his name is Stephen Looker. You know him?
Looker? Should I?
The one member of the mob that got off scot-free. Been here for years now, behaving like an angel. He and his little girl. So we haven't bothered him. But...
Yeah, but what?
Maroney had a grudge against him. Swore he'd get him.
So?
You know the worst thing Maroney could possibly do to Steve Looker?
Should I?
Well, if you really don't know him, I guess not. But I'll tell you, Johnny, the worst thing would be for him to harm that little girl. Money? No, Looker hasn't got much. But if one hair of his little girl's head is touched, listen, he's been a mother and a father and everything else to that pretty little kid. And like I say, he's kept his nose clean here in Hartford. So if Maroney is out... Okay, I know what I'm going to do.
What, Lieutenant?
Put a 24-hour watch over Steve Looker and the kid, beginning right now.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute,
what for? Conroy,
will you take
here.
it easy for a minute?
Oh, you mean that's why you're so concerned about Maroney?
I didn't say that.
Then I'm saying it. Of course it is. But it's a police matter, Johnny.
Listen, Lieutenant.
So you just leave it up to me. Conroy! You call me, Lieutenant? Yeah? Come in here. Right, sir. Oh, and here's the telly you were waiting for.
Good, let me see it.
And, what do you want me for, Lieutenant?
You, Conroy, another thing. Not yet, that is. Not for a couple of weeks, so relax.
Huh?
The teletype, Lieutenant.
Johnny, you can relax, too.
What do you mean? Your friend Maroney doesn't get out of the pen until the 1st of next month.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, Conroy, that's all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Johnny, you can just relax for 2 solid weeks.
I guess that teletype knocks a theory of mine. Oh, smoke. How blind can I be?
Now, listen, Johnny.
I'll see you later. Blind is right. Was it Maroney's imminent release from prison that gave him the idea? Or was it something that he'd planned all along? And now that Maroney was getting out, he was afraid to wait any longer. Anyhow, it all added up, and much too well. Steve Looker had no money. So how could a kidnapper expect anybody to come up with $100,000 in less than 24 hours? Unless he knew about that insurance policy. But that policy was a deep, dark secret. Yet by some coincidence, that ransom message demanded just exactly 100 G's. Coincidence? And his defensive attitude when he found me there in Jeffrey's office. Of course. He must have known who and what I am. As for his crack that after this was over, he and the youngster would be far, far away. Oh, you bet they would, with $100,000 in his kick. I didn't know where he'd hidden his child, away from his apartment for the day. I didn't care. I didn't know whose voice he'd used on the tape recording. I didn't care about that either. But to carry it off without creating suspicion, he would have to make that phone call to Jeff after 11 o'clock from his own apartment so that it would be on record. It also meant that he wouldn't dare pick up Cynthia and take her there until after 11. I tore on over to the Wakefield Towers, took the elevator up to his floor, and then...
Yes? Who is it?
Special delivery, Mr. Looker.
Okay. What do you want, Dollar?
Just to look at those handbags you're so busy packing.
Wait a minute, Dollar. I told you, I and the kid are going to get away from here as soon as I get her back.
I'm sure you would, too, with the 100,000, if you could. Now, just let's have a look at these bags, huh?
You're crazy, Dollar. That 100,000 is to pay off the ransom.
Is it, Shifty?
Shifty.
And what's it doing so carefully stashed away? Oh, I see.
Yeah, you see, Dollar. This thing has a silencer on it. You think I didn't know who you are this afternoon? What you were doing there? Think I wouldn't be ready and waiting for you?
And you still thought you could get away with this?
You bet I will. First, I give you one nice slug between the eyes. Right?
Just drop it, Shifty.
Cops.
That's right, cops. Lots of them. Gonna drop it, Shifty?
Oh, sure. I will.
Okay, boys, take him out to the car.
Hey, come on.
And carefully.
Well, what brought you here, Lieutenant?
Oh, you didn't spot the tail I put on you when you left headquarters.
Oh, no, I guess I didn't.
Oh, you're slipping, Johnny.
Yeah, but I'm glad you did. Thanks.
Pleasure.
Well, let's see now. Expense account total is exactly $4.40. Okay, Jeffrey, it's perfectly all right. As long as you don't forget my commission on just exactly 100,000 clams. Not bad, For a single day's work? I'll take it any time. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, one of the cleverest, most diabolical weapons for murder I've ever seen. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Johnny Dollar is written by Jack Johnstone, produced and directed by Bruno Zerato Jr., music supervision by Ethel Huber. Johnny Dollar is played by Mandel Kramer. Also featured in our cast were Court Benson as Reed, Roger DeKoven as Steve Looker, Carl Frank as the police lieutenant, Ellen Manson as the voice on the tape, Guy Repp as Conroy, and Barbara Cassar as Sarah. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Art Hanna speaking.
Percival Leslie Fairfoot.
Percival, what?
He's head man at Tri-Western Life Insurance Company in Eugene, Oregon.
Oh, brother, with a name like that. What's bothering the dear boy, Pat?
Exactly $50,000.
Yeah, how'd he lose it?
He didn't. He wants to give it to the beneficiary of a life insurance policy.
What's the name of this beneficiary?
Jonathan Doe, also of Eugene, Oregon.
John Doe?
That's
now,
right.
wait a minute.
That's
You
right.
sure this isn't a gag of some kind?
Hardly. I have a photostat of the policy right here in front of me.
Okay, Pat, I'll take your word for it. I also take it that Percy wants to hand over the money but can't find this John Doe.
Right. But maybe you can.
Expense account and my usual commission based on face value of the policy?
Well, now, Johnny, we usually make that percentage deal on whatever you may be able to save the company. But in this case, you'll stretch a point and give it to me. I didn't say
Okay,
that.
Pat, it's the deal. I'll be in touch.
Johnny!
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the intriguing adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar. To the Tri-Western Life Insurance Company, Eugene, Oregon. Attention, Mr. Percival Leslie Fairfoot. Wow. Following is the account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the really gone matter. Percy Fairfoot and a missing beneficiary by the name of John Doe. Oh, well, it's a living. So in spite of the late hour, item 1 is $162.85 plane fare, Hartford to New York to Portland, Oregon. For some reason or other, I couldn't get to sleep during the cross-country flight. Of course, it may have had something to do with the good-looking redhead in the seat next to me. In any event, by the time we pulled into Portland a few minutes after 4 a.m., I was bushed. Then I had to wait some 4 hours for the local flight to Eugene. It was after 11 a.m. when I finally walked into the office of Tri-Western on Jefferson Street. I was tired, hungry, and in no mood to bandy words with anybody by the name of Percy.
The office straight ahead, Mr. Dollar.
Thanks.
He's expecting you. Very anxious to see you.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Well, come in, Dollar. Close the door and come in and sit down.
You're Percival Leslie?
Yeah, that's right. Call me Les. And come in, come in.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you look like you've been run through a ringer, Johnny. How about a little drink? Think that might help?
No, thanks.
Or is it because you've been nipping at the jug all the way out here?
Oh, hardly. Of course, there was that redhead in the seat next to mine.
Oh, yeah, those redheads, they'll do it to you every time. Good looking.
Well, I told you I didn't get any sleep.
Oh, baby, you're a man after my own heart. But now, listen. Did Pat McCracken tell you why I wanted to see you?
Something about a missing beneficiary.
Now, here's the story in a couple of nutshells or two. We got a lot of farms around here. Big ones, little ones, all kinds. A few years ago, Harvey Wakeman and his family came out here. That's Mrs. Wakeman and his 20-year-old son, Ben.
It's Wakeman's policy that's involved?
Just let me give it to you my own way. It'll save time. Huh?
Yeah, shoot.
Well, Wakeman used to be a professor at some agriculture college somewhere back east. When his doctor told him if he didn't stop teaching and retire, he'd die before his time, why, he came out here and bought this farm up this side of Coburg and went to work on it.
He called that retiring?
Oh, he did wonders with it. And when he died a few weeks ago...
Les.
Yeah?
A wife and son?
That's right.
But he left the insurance to somebody by the name of...
That's right, to a man named Jonathan Doe.
Just who is this John Doe?
Ask me, Johnny. He isn't.
Well, what do you mean by that?
You ask me, Jonathan Doe is dead. Now, he must have known old man Wakeman was leaving him this money, so why isn't he around to collect it?
Yeah, I see. Tell me one thing, Les.
What's that?
How did Wakeman die?
Sound asleep in his own bed in his own house. Nothing to be suspicious about, if that's what you meant.
Okay. Now, let's get back to Jonathan Doe.
Wakeman's best friend, Johnny. Had a farm just north of Wakeman's on a little side road. The way I understand it, Wakeman spent almost as much time this past year over at Jonathan's helping him out as he did on his own farm.
His best friend.
Yeah, that's why he left him the insurance money. After all, he left his widow and his boy his own farm worth 3 or 4 times that much.
I see.
But now my problem is I can't find Jonathan Doe.
Well, he just disappeared?
Just disappeared.
When?
About the same time Harvey Wakeman died, near as we can figure it. That was 3 months ago.
What do the police think?
Well, they decided the only thing we can do is wait. Maybe he'll show up again. But you ask me, Johnny.
Yeah?
That means wait for 7 years until he's legally presumed not to be alive, and then give the money to the secondary beneficiary.
Legally presumed not to be alive? That's a funny way to put it.
Well, that's the way Harvey Wakeman had me write it in his policy. But you know what it means, Johnny.
Sure, the statute of limitations. When someone fails to show up for 7 years, the law presumes him to be deceased.
But this company doesn't like that sort of stuff hanging over its head. So, Johnny, it's up to you. Either find this Jonathan Doe or, more likely, prove him dead. So how are you going to start?
You know something?
Yeah.
Well, you've given me so much to go on.
Right.
That Les, I haven't the least idea.
The really...
Expense account item 2, $50 deposit on a rental car after a big lunch at Les Fairfield's expense. I crossed the Willamette, then drove north. A couple of miles inside of Coburg, I found the prosperous-looking Wakeman farm. As I pulled up in front of the house, a clean-cut young fellow in blue jeans came over to the car.
Afternoon, mister. Can I help you? I'm Ben Wakeman.
Yeah, hiya, Ben. My name's Johnny Dollar.
Dollar?
Insurance investigator.
Oh, then you must be here because of Jonathan Doe.
Yeah, that's right.
Sure save you people a lot of time and trouble if Mr. Doe showed up, wouldn't it?
Any idea what might have happened to him, Ben?
Me? Why, no, sir.
Well, I have, Mr. Dollar. I could hear you through the window. I'm Mrs. Wakeman, and I have a couple of ideas about what happened to
Oh,
him.
how do you do, Miss Wakeman?
You know what I think?
Well, now, Ma.
I think Jonathan Doe was just so broken up over my husband's passing that he couldn't bear just staying around not being able to do anything about it.
Ma,
they were
listen.
the closest friends that ever lived, Harvey and Jonathan
Well,
Doe.
tell me, Mrs.
Pa spent more time with him, helping him, loaning him his implements.
Well, maybe he...
I guess our Alice Chalmers tractor is still over there. Ben?
I know it is, Ma. And as soon as Mr. Waverly says it's
All
okay,
right,
I'll...
all right. Yes, Pa spent more time with him lately than he did here. And with the Chocopaws going, well, I just think he went away.
Ma, I don't mean to argue with you,
Ben, the more you say no, the more I believe it's true. You just know the best way to keep me thinking something is to say it isn't so. You're just like your father was.
You said you had 2 ideas, Mrs. Wakeman.
Well, of course, Mr. Dollar. Any reason why this Jonathan Doe wasn't just, well, murdered?
Ma, please.
Any reason you know of why somebody might have murdered him?
Well, no, but just the same, it's a possibility, isn't it?
What sort of a man was Jonathan Doe?
Well, according to Pa.
No, I mean in your own opinion.
Well, you see, I just never did get around to meet him. Goodness knows I told Pa to invite him over here to Sunday dinner often enough.
Ben?
Sir? Well, that is, I never met him either. I offered to go over there with Pa a couple of times and maybe help him out, but...
You want the truth, neither Ben nor I ever really saw his farm close up until they told us he'd disappeared. It wasn't that Pa kept us away from him, it's just...
Well, who around here did know Jonathan Doe?
Well, actually, well, I guess even we wouldn't have known about him if it hadn't been for Pa.
That's true, Mr. Dollar. It's just that... Well,
Kind of funny that they knew so little about Mr. Wakeman's closest friend and beneficiary of his insurance. But the more I questioned them, the more sure I became that they really didn't. More important, perhaps as I was, Mrs. Wakeman's constant jabbering nearly drove me off my rocker. So, after learning that the Eugene police had made what little investigation there was, I drove back to town, dropped in at headquarters.
Well, you really should ought to talk to Sergeant Conroy, Mr. Dollar. He's the one really been out looking for that Jonathan Doe. John Doe, ain't that a laugh?
Yeah. Well, is Conroy around here now?
It's his afternoon off. I don't know where you'd find him. He'll be on duty 8 a.m. in the morning, though.
Okay, thanks. I'll catch him there.
Sure.
I spent the rest of the afternoon contacting everybody I could think of who might have had some contact with Jonathan Doe. At the post office, I learned the delivery man had only seen him at a distance, driving Wakeman's tractor across the field. None of the merchants remembered his having ever come in. I drove out into the country again, talked with other farmers living nearby. None of them knew anything about him, nor had ever seen his face. I drove to his farm, went over the place with a fine-tooth comb. Result? Nothing. Except, perhaps, that it was obvious he'd never owned a cart or any livestock, nor many of the usual agricultural inputs either. As a matter of fact, the Alice Chalmers Mrs. Wakeman mentioned was the only motorized piece of... Wait a minute. No car. I went back to Eugene again, checked with ticket offices, bus, plane, and railroad. Nothing. I began to wonder if this John Doe ever existed. But then at City Hall, in the Hall of Records, I had that idea knocked right out of my head.
Well, here are the records, Mr. Dollar. All in order.
Dollar, tell me this. Did you ever see and talk to this man?
Well, no.
Well, who in this office might have talked to him?
Well, I would have. But, you see...
Hey, now, wait a minute. Where's his signature on these?
Well, you see, they were all signed by Mr. Waverly.
Waverly?
Well, that's lawyer John Waverly had his power of attorney.
Where'll I find him?
Well, I understand he went up to Portland this afternoon.
Oh, son of a gun. Somebody around this town must have known this Jonathan Doe, must have seen him somewhere, sometime.
Well, of course, Mr. Dollar.
All right, who?
Well, now, that's something I just don't know.
It was late, and I was beat, so I grabbed dinner in a room at the Barclay, that's item 3, 1170, and spent the next 9 hours getting some much-needed sleep. Item 4, first thing in the morning, $1.85 for breakfast. Then I barged on over to police headquarters again. Sergeant Conroy was cooperative enough, but not very helpful, if you know what I mean.
Well, you've learned just about as much about Jonathan Doe in one afternoon as I have in 3 months.
Yeah, but, Sergeant, it just doesn't make sense that no one, not one, around here is... Well...
If only I didn't know young Ben so well.
Man?
You've seen him? Chip off the old block, just as hard-working, just as honest as his father was.
Well, what about him?
Well, anybody else but him, I'd have locked him up first and asked the questions later.
What are you talking about?
Speaking of that, you ever get so many answers to questions you didn't ask as when Mrs. Wakeman started
Wait a minute,
jacking
listen,
away?
Conroy.
Nice enough woman, I guess. I always did feel sorry for Mr. Wakeman having that mouth of hers around all the time.
Wait a minute, will you? What do you mean about young Ben?
The insurance,
What?
Secondary beneficiary, you know.
It's Ben who gets that money if Jonathan Doe never shows up?
That's right. Well, at least that's...
You're sure of that?
Well, that's what I understood from Les Fairfoot. He's the...
Yeah, I know who he is. But why he didn't tell me that? Conroy, I'll see you later.
Now, look, Dollar, I told you about that boy.
That boy is somebody I want to find out more about for myself. Expense account item 5, 10 cents for a telephone call to Les Fairfoot.
Johnny, you're not trying to tell me Ben could have killed Jonathan Doe to get that $50,000 7 years from now?
Didn't he?
Oh, I know that boy. I've known him for years.
Or maybe he paid him off to disappear this way.
When by simply staying around, he could get $50,000.
Are you sure that Jonathan knew he was beneficiary of that policy?
Well, I'd certainly imagine old man Wakeman would have told him so.
Wakeman never say he did?
Oh, no.
You ever tell it to Jonathan?
I never even met him.
Not you nor anybody else, and I've been wasting all this time trying to find someone who did, who knew something about him. But, brother, that's all beside the point now.
What are you going to do?
Go out to that farm for a showdown with Ben Wakeman. Showdown? I'm afraid I kind of made a fool of myself trying to trick that boy into confessing that he disposed of Jonathan Doe. He had an answer for everything. But I mean a straightforward, honest, eye-to-eye answer. As for his mother...
Ben? who's worked so hard to take care of me and Pa ever since he first got sick. How can you say such a thing?
It's all right now, Mother. It's just Mr.
It's
Dollar.
just that he's accusing you of the most horrible, the most awful things, and he has no right to.
Well, look, Mr.
You think that Ben, this wonderful boy who's taken such good care of this farm, just like his father wanted, and who's even taken care of Jonathan's place ever since and taken care of us, I ought to scratch your eyes out for even thinking such a thing.
Well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Wakeman.
You'd better be, and you'd just better get out of here.
Mother,
If I had any sense, I'd sue you. I'd call up John Waverly and
Wait
tell
a minute.
him...
Waverly?
That's right. Lawyer Waverly.
He was Dad's attorney, Mr. Dollar.
Your father's, too? Of course. Then he's the one I want to see.
Just don't you worry about that. You just come around here like this anymore, and you'll see him in court.
Mrs. Wakeman.
Go on now, get out of here.
Mrs. Wakeman, I may end up by owing you a big fat apology.
You certainly will, but right
But
now...
until I talk with this lawyer.
Right now, you can just get out of here.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I can't say that you were very wise, Mr. Dollar, trying to, shall we say, cross swords with Mrs. Wakeman. You see, she was one of the reasons Harvey Wakeman spent so much time on the farm of Jonathan Doe. Just to get some peace and quiet.
Yeah? Now, Mr. Waverly, let's stop beating around the bush. Are you going to tell me something about this John Doe?
No.
No. You're the one person I found. You had his power of attorney. You're the one person who must have seen him, must have known him.
No, Mr. Dollar.
No, what? What are you talking about?
Did you see Wakeman's insurance policy?
I know about it, naturally.
First beneficiary, Jonathan Doe.
Right.
The money to go to the second beneficiary.
That's Ben Wakeman.
Yes. At such time as Jonathan Doe legally is presumed not to be alive.
Sure, when the statute of limitations runs out at the end of 7 years. But it's kind of a screwy way to put it.
I hadn't put it that way.
Huh?
To said until such time as Jonathan Doe legally is presumed deceased would have meant nothing.
What?
That's right. For the simple reason that he was never alive.
Huh?
Ben is a young man. His father loved him very dearly. The boy meant everything to him.
Mr. Waverly.
Wakeman knew he didn't have long to live. He arranged it so that his farm and the profits from it would pass to his widow and his son.
Well, of course.
But he wanted to do more for the boy after Ben had really reached maturity. And do it, incidentally, without seeming to slight his widow. So, by inventing this Jonathan Doe, putting the other farm in Jonathan's name, all of it completely legal, by the way. I attended to that myself.
It means the $50,000 can't possibly go to Ben while he's still a kid.
Exactly. Nor could his widow, and she's not the most level-headed woman in the world. Nor could she possibly upset the whole plan.
And the other farm?
I can show you papers in my files that will turn that over to Ben when he receives the insurance.
Well, I will be a monkey's. Then this Jonathan was the real McCoy. A real John Doe.
In the true legal sense. The fictitious name of a completely non-existent person. But for such a sound, logical, for such a good reason, Mr. Dollar, that I... Tell me.
Yeah?
Don't you agree it's best if neither Ben nor his mother find out about this until, say... until about 7 years from now?
Yeah. Sure. So, Les, you can just hold this $50,000 payment outside and outstanding for a while. And don't forget to keep up the interest on it. Also, I think you have sense enough to keep your mouth shut about it. So, expense account total, including another hotel bill and the trip back to Hartford, $40105. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a very clever device to cover a murder. And it almost worked. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Lawrence Dobkin, Marvin Miller, Sam Edwards, Junius Matthews, Stacey Harris, and Bart Robinson. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Coverly speaking.